Let's look right into that bus stop forecast tomorrow morning because the spring feel is going to be greeting many kids headed back to school on our Wednesday. 54 degrees, just a little bit of patchy fog. I don't expect it's going to be enough for any widespread delays. That spring feel is going to last much of the morning. May actually turn a little cooler late in the day. We'll dip back into the upper 40s and low 50s. It will continue to cool down as that first push of cooler air does arrive. For the most part, our fog is confined to southern Michigan and some areas from Toledo and west. We're clear with the visibility, all locations east and south of the metro, and I don't expect any widespread travel issues. And a quick look outside across the area from Perrysburg through Waterville down toward Findlay. We're in good shape. Lake Township did have a little fog earlier this evening. Seems to be easing at the present time. Also had some rainfall, some drizzle that was persisting through the evening drive. That pretty much is wrapped up across the area. What an interesting day it was, though, for the highs of the day. We had talked about that warm front, just didn't make its progress northward. We did have highs well into the 60s along the 224 corridor from Tiffin to Findlay over toward Ottawa. Generally, though, it was the 40s for most of the Toledo metro. Still considerably warmer. There's the 50s beginning to spread north, Fremont to Tiffin, now into Napoleon and Ottawa. And eventually this will spread into the Toledo metro by tomorrow morning. We did reach record warmth in Findlay. I had reports the windows were open and it felt like a spring breeze. 64 degrees, breaking the old record of 62, but of course fell well short of the record here in the Toledo metro. Interestingly enough, with this storm system, there were reports of tornadoes in the state of Illinois, and the risk of some strong storms still does continue tonight well south down toward the Gulf Coast. Nothing that's going to directly impact us, but we may get a few showers that do drift overhead tonight and into tomorrow morning. Warmest point of the day will be the first half of the day tomorrow. Mid-50s going to be expected. Look at the clock, 7 a.m. It will have a spring feel into the morning, and I expect that warmer air will lift all the way up into southern Michigan. Warmest point of the day right around lunchtime, and then that push of cooler air does begin. We could squeeze into the upper 50s before that cool down does begin, and a few spots may even reach 60 east of I-75, but by late tomorrow, we do begin to dip back into the upper 40s. So mild conditions all morning through about midday. We'll start to turn a little cooler through the afternoon, dropping back eventually to the 40s by the evening. Mid-50s, could even get some areas upper 50s and near 60 tomorrow. Some on and off light showers, but there will be plenty of dry hours. Gloomy conditions Thursday, right around 40. There's a chance of rain showers, may even mixed with a couple wet snowflakes by Thursday afternoon. Cloudy skies and upper 30s Friday. We'll get grace with just the light chance of a rain-snow mix Saturday, keeping us at the upper 30s, and then fairly quiet weather to end of the weekend. And check out that into mid-January. No big-time cold, no winter storms. Things look fairly quiet through next week.